One of the things that come up quite often is leaving the scene of an accident cases. The majority of these cases are misdemeanors where someone's had a fender bender with another vehicle, maybe sideswiped the vehicle, and then left the scene thereafter. The key to those cases, and the most difficult thing for the state of Florida to prove in these type of cases, is who is the driver, right? It's the leaving the scene of the accident. The police may find out that your car was involved. Someone may have gotten a license plate, right? And the police then do a follow-up investigation. They may come to your house because you're the registered owner of the vehicle. The problem is, for the state, for the police, is they have no clue who is driving that vehicle. You could have been driving it, your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, your best friend Billy, your girlfriend Susie, a multitude of people. So, some other things that you need to know, just so you have an idea of leaving the scene of an accident. Again, I'm kind of generally speaking about misdemeanors here. A misdemeanor generally, there's a couple of enumerated offenses that are not within this, but the most part, probably 90% of misdemeanor cases, must occur in the presence of a police officer. Again, there's a few exceptions. So, if there's a leaving the scene of an accident and the police officer wasn't there, well, obviously he didn't witness it, right? So, it makes it very difficult to arrest you for that crime. Well, what's the other way to get around that? Well, if they're doing an investigation and the police are allowed to lie to you, as the Supreme Court has said, they're allowed to lie to a suspect, and they convince you that there was a video camera, that someone made an ID of you driving your vehicle, and you say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I bumped it, I was going to leave a message, I knew I was just driving the other way, whatever the reason, you just gave a statement against your interest, hence a confession. And then they can arrest you because now there's probable cause. They have an accident. They didn't witness it, but you gave a confession to it. Hence the case is over. That's what happens in probably 90% of the cases. So like any case, you always hear people, whether it's in television, lawyers on TV, keep your mouth shut. If you're speaking to a police officer, he is allowed to lie to you. He can say whatever he needs to say to kind of convince you that he's a good guy and you should do the right thing. And the right thing always is to ask for a lawyer and to keep your mouth shut. So leaving the scene of an accident, if you're being investigated for that crime, I'm not advocating, folks. I don't want anyone to go run, hit cars and say, hey, Foley told me this is how I get away with it. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to educate folks on how to deal with police, really. If a police officer comes and says, hey, is that your car? Are you detaining me or am I free to go? And I've done other videos on those words and those phrases. But leaving the scene of an accident comes up so often that I thought it was worth addressing in a short video blog. So I'm Roger Foley. Thanks for listening.